Welcome to my YouTube channel, English with Neela. Dear children, today's video is about analytical paragraph for class 10th students. Children, this topic is very important as far as your board exam is concerned. Let us first of all know what is an analytical paragraph. An analytical paragraph is a form of writing which is written based on a given chart, a graph, or a pie chart or the given data or table. Children, आप ये पूरा वीडियो देखिए और बहुत ध्यान से सुनिए. Definitely you are going to score good marks in the paper. चलिए, अब जानते हैं what are the features of an analytical paragraph. The first and important thing is that your paragraph should describe the given data, the chart, the graph or the cues or the outlines, whatever is given to you in the question paper. No personal information is added. You are not going to add anything extra yourself. Whatever is there in the question, okay, the chart and all, you will describe that only. आपको अपनी तरफ से कोई भी additional information add नहीं करनी है. Extra information या कोई personal information उसमें add नहीं करनी है. And it should give all major facts or major information. And you have to describe all the facts in the best possible manner. Do not leave anything that is important. You have to include that in your paragraph. Best way to write the paragraph is to use the same tense in the paragraph. And use simple language, and you must avoid any grammatical errors. Be brief. Do not write all the details because your word limit is 100 to 150, 120 words. ये question आपका 5 marks का है, जिसमें 2 marks are for content, 2 for organization of ideas, and 1 mark is for accuracy. Means your grammar and your spellings. चलिए चिल्ड्रन, अब जानते हैं analytical paragraph का format क्या होगा. First thing is introduction. Then is the main content, that is the body of the paragraph. And lastly, you will write the conclusion. Now here, what do we have to write in the introduction part? Introduction is the first paragraph. Children, though the heading is this analytical paragraph, but you can write it in 2 paragraphs or 3 as per your convenience. The introduction is the first paragraph that should describe in brief what your graph or chart or pie chart is all about. When you write the introduction, do not go into the details. Just mention what is clearly evident from the chart or the graph or the pie chart in the question. Better you write the introduction in 1 or 2 lines. Next is the body of the paragraph. It should contain all details of the pie chart or the graph or the data given, and should contain all important information that is required to be written. And you need to mention all aspects which are smallest or the largest ones, and then you can add similar aspects, and lastly you will add what remained unchanged. अब बात करते हैं last part की, that is conclusion. Children, you must summarize the given information. जो भी पूरा information है, जो भी आपने body में लिखा है, main content में लिखा है, उसको आपको conclusion में summarize करना है. You must use the correct language while writing the conclusion. It should look like a concluding statement, a closing statement. Children, paragraph लिखना बहुत आसान है, लेकिन analytical paragraph में जो सबसे important चीज़ है जिसको आपको स्पेशली ध्यान रखना है, वो है use of vocabulary और use of expressions. सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं इंट्रोडक्शन में आप किस तरह का लैंग्वेज यूज करेंगे, किस तरह के वर्ड्स यूज करेंगे, किस तरह की वोकैबुलरी यूज करेंगे. आप स्टार्ट कैसे करेंगे उसको? यू कैन स्टार्ट राइटिंग दिस द गिवन or the supplied paragraph or the graph or the chart or the table or the data, then shows, describes, illustrates, depicts or presents. Okay, and then for describing various trends and the quantities, you can use the expressions like, for example, 30% off, 1/4 off, almost equal, on average, approximately. Okay, 10% off, starting to fall, drop down slightly, etc. And then for writing the contrast or the relationship, you can use the expressions like similarly, in contrast with, whereas, while, however, in comparison to, or striking difference between so and so. Then for the concluding part, you can write consequently, subsequently, in short, in a nutshell, therefore, etc. Now see children, here is the graph. Let us write a paragraph comparing birth rate and the death rate. As we have to write an analytical paragraph, we have to see the graph very, very carefully. We have to analyze the trends. We have to compare certain things, and then we have to reach a conclusion. Children, here is the answer to that graph. Now, read it very, very carefully. The expressions, the words that I have written in red. The given graph compares the birth and death rate. What is the graph about? Introduction part. It compares the birth and the death rates starting from the year. Which year? Okay, you can go to the graph again. 1930 to 2050, a period of 120 years. In 1930, the birth rate was 20,000, whereas, use of whereas, the death rate was 10,000. The birth rate started increasing gradually, use of these expressions. It was at its peak in the year 1970, and birth rate went up and down many times. It is expected to decline. Use of these words, decline, up and down, at its peak, in the coming years to reach approximately 20,000 again by 2050. In sharp contrast to this, now we are talking about the death rate. In sharp contrast to this, the death rate was 10,000 in the year 1930, and then it increased steadily. Use of increased steadily. These expressions are very, very important, children, when you write the analytical paragraph. Be careful. You must include such expressions in your paragraph. It was at its highest in the year 1990 and then dipped to so and so. It is expected to go higher, dipped higher, and to be the same as that of 1930 by 2050. The graph depicts, now the concluding lines, the graph depicts a decline in the birth rate and a slight increase in the death rate. Therefore, we can say that there will not be much difference between birth and death rates by the year 2050. चलिए एक बार फिर से देख लेते हैं एनालिटिकल पैराग्राफ क्या होता है और कौन कौन सी बातें हैं जो हमें ध्यान में रखनी है जब हम एनालिटिकल पैराग्राफ लिखेंगे. Read it yourself, children. Children, I hope all your doubts regarding analytical paragraph are clear. If still any doubts, you can write me in the comment box. I will be happy to answer to your queries. मेरी इस वीडियो को लाइक करें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ भी शेयर करें ताकि वो भी इसका कुछ फायदा उठा सके. Thanks for watching my video.